Hey everybody, this is our review of the Cartoon Network Crossover Crisis deck building game by Cryptozoic. If you have played any of the Cryptozoic deck builder games like the DC, and I think there's an NHL one.
Isn't there like a Teen Titans one?
There's a Teen Titans one. We actually played the Teen Titan one quite a bit. We like it, but we saw this and we thought it would be great to review because it's content that Sydney really likes. And Braps Magic provided us a copy to review, so we want to say thank you to them for providing us a copy. So if you are thinking about picking up any games, we would tell you to visit brapsmagic.com. They have great prices, great service, and they're just a great store.
And this includes a promo.
This is the first printing of the game, so therefore it includes a promo. And who is the promo this time?
DD!
It is a DD promo, so if you want the DD promo, you're going to have to buy this game quickly before they go on to the second printing, because the second printing more than likely will not have the DD promo in it. If you have played any of the Cryptozoic deck builder games, they all pretty much work the same. They use the Cerberus engine, and there's not really too much difference between them all. Pretty much you have to use power to purchase cards in the middle of the row in front of you, and with those cards you defeat a stack of villain cards throughout the game, and once the villains are all defeated, that's when you total all of the cards up in your hands that have victory points, and the person with the most victory points wins.
And then of course there are some trash cards that don't really do anything.
There are other cards that happen along the way. With this game, there are a few differences between this game and the other games. The major difference is that
it's animated.
It is. It's the property is a little bit different. It's got all the old school and some of the new school Cartoon Network properties. It's got Samurai Jack. It's got Adventure Time. It's got
Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe. The regular show. It's got a lot of different shows. They all each show kind of has their own style of play. So as cards pop up on the trade row, I guess I call it the trade row because I'm used to playing a couple other deck builders where it's called the trade row. But as cards become available for sale, usually you want to kind of stick to that particular show because they seem to work well and synergize well with each other.
Like the crystal gems all work with each other. Like you get +2 power for each gem you have in your hand or something. Right.
When we played it before we did this review, Sydney seemed to find a really good strategy with buying the crystal gems when they became available.
I had pearl, garnet, lapis, peridot, and I think I had the other one.
You had Steven too.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, I bought Steven. That's right, because I didn't want you to get him. At the beginning of the game, you were given a character.
With an ability.
With an ability, and then you use that ability throughout the game to your advantage.
And sometimes you find no abilities that you like, and then you just pick by the character.
I will say that this game, there are some mechanics that are interesting, and they are kind of lean towards a younger audience. Like with the Adventure Time characters, usually you have to fist bump.
Yeah,
you have to fist bump. Whenever a fist bump card gets played, you have to fist bump, and usually you get to draw a card or some sort of mechanic.
And the lemon grab, and when you don't get included in a fist bump, you have to throw down the card and yell unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable!
So there's different things. It just creates
in your hand, of
kind of some randomness throughout the game. I'm going to tell you that if you're a fan of these particular shows, you're probably going to want to play this game just because it's fun. There are a couple differences with this game in the way it works. The weaknesses
and there's event cards.
There are event cards. The card that's always available to buy in the trade row is what's called the Inside Joke.
Oh yeah, Clarence. They have Clarence in here too.
Oh yeah, they do have Clarence.
Yeah, because that's Clarence.
Yep. Is the trade row. Usually these in the other games count as 1 victory point. They are not. They do not award any victory points in this game at the end of the game. Also with the weaknesses also
Dave guy.
They also, in the previous games, they gave you minus points. This one, again, 0 points. So, not really a huge difference. Also with this game, and I don't recall it being in the other games, has event cards that you shuffle in.
And what is really funny was one time when we were playing this game, we got this thing where you had to call each other one thing for the rest of the game. And every time you didn't call them that, which I would, and you tell them what you had to call me.
What did I call you? Oh, I called you Rutabaga. We had to come up pretty much with an event card. As you buy cards, you have to play other cards down into the row.
Every time you don't say their name correctly, correctly, you get a weakness.
Every once in a while, there's an event that comes up because they get randomly shuffled in, and something happens, and you have to resolve it as soon as it pops up. Our event that came up was we had to come up with nicknames for each other for the rest of the game, and whenever we didn't call each other by that nickname for the rest of the game, we had to take a weakness. And of course, if you are familiar with the game, weaknesses are not good. They pretty much bog up your hand, or your deck, and they're ineffective cards. So yeah, so that's.
I had to call him Dougie.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you right now. Like I said before, if you're a fan of these cartoon shows, you might want to pick this up. Overall thoughts. What did you think of the Cartoon Network deck builder game?
Some of the events were sort of weird.
Yep, there is, but I think it's the overall theme of this deck builder is it's very, very random, and you're fist bumping, you're
playing rock paper scissors.
You're playing rock paper scissors a lot. It's just. Sometimes you have to copy what other people are doing, and then the first person.
Yeah, we had to copy our arms, and then Dad had to take a weakness because he's just like, "You ready?" And then he's just like, and then I'm just like, and he's just like, "Oh, that was me."
One time, one event popped up, and we had to balance a card on our head, and then the first person to have the card fall off our head, we had to take weaknesses. It's all sorts of silliness like that.
And it was really weird because my hair kept making it slip. Because I had my hair cut, and so it was just weird. And then it just fell off.
This game says of course it's 2 to 5 players, and it says ages 12 and up. I think that you could probably go a little bit younger than that, just because
I understand the concept.
Yeah, Sydney seems to get the concept pretty well. She's under 12. My overall thoughts: I think it's a fun game. I think with these deck builders, you can mix and match different sets. I don't know if you're going to want to do that with this set. I don't really think that I want to mix this set in with
the other things.
Yeah, with the DC and the Teen Titans set.
How they won't really like.
Yeah, I think this
you could mix the other 2 other games together.
Yeah, I think you mix like the Teen Titans and the
But since
Justice
these
League
have
ones.
like different cards and stuff, like event cards and like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean you could mix them in. It's not. I just don't think that I would want to. It just wouldn't make it much. It wouldn't.
Because then, like, it's just weird if you have like all these superheroes in your hand, and then you have like this little cartoon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just sort of weird.
That's exactly what I'm trying to get at.
It's like superheroes cartoon.
Do I think that this? Do I like this one better than the other Cryptozoic deck builders? Now, this is where my review is going to be a little bit different than probably Sydney's. I actually like the DC ones better. I just like deck builders a lot. And I think that they're fun. It's not really thematically. They're not really. They don't have a heavy theme, but I like the DC ones better. This set, there's a lot of randomness, and with this one, there's a lot of fist bumping and playing rock paper scissors, and that for me got kind of old after a while.
And one time there was this card, and he had no idea what it was because he had to make up like a my mom joke, and he didn't know what that was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So I had to tell him what a my mom joke was.
It's fun. I think if you have kids and they're familiar with the cartoons, they're gonna love it. Out of 5, I would probably give this one a 3.5, 3 3/4. Whereas I put the other ones probably closer to 4. This is fun to play maybe once. If you're an adult, this is probably fun to play once, maybe early on in the night, just to kind of get, you know, everybody just kind of loose and playing your gaming night. I don't think you're gonna want to sit down and play this over and over and over and over and over. What do you think of the Cartoon Network Crossover Crisis deck building game? Did you like it? Okay. What were the things that you liked about this game?
I liked how they had like the funny event cards, and some of the things that I know about like the cartoons are in here, and I'm just like, oh, I know that guy or whatever.
Do you think you would play this with your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think your friends would enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they probably would. Would you play this one instead of the Teen Titan deck builder?
Yes.
You would. Okay, because you liked it a lot more.
Yes.
If you were to rate it 1 out of 5, with 1 being the worst and 5 being the best, what would you rate it?
4.
You rate it 4? Yeah, I think that's probably a good rating. My boiled down review is, if you have kids and they like Cartoon Network shows, pick this up. If you want a silly game just to kind of open your game night with, pick this up. If you
want the DD card, get it early.
Make sure you get it early. Yeah, absolutely. But that's gonna be our review. We'll probably play it live on Twitch here at some point tonight. We'll post the video for that on the channel as well, if you are interested in seeing how this game plays. But for us, I think we give it a thumbs up, and we'll tell you to pick it up. All right, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel,
subscribe.
We also have a Facebook page, a Twitch channel, Twitter account. I'll put all the links to those down in the comments below.
Tweet, tweet.
Feel free to follow us on those platforms as well. Follow us as much as you want. Just don't follow us around town, because that's kind of creepy. All right, thanks for watching. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. Thanks, folks.
Like the hold your breath card.